Hi everyone, Parul here, your usual host, and today I've got my friend Flotirda Kecani. Sorry, my pronunciation. She's joining us from the UK, and we got lots of nuggets to give it to you. I know it's been a while since we released the last video, but you got a lot to take away today. So first of all, I'm going to introduce you to Flo, and then we'll introduce you to the subject we're going to be talking about. Welcome on board, Flo, and thank you for giving your time to talk to our audience today.
Thank you, Parul, and a pleasure it's mine. Thank you for your invitation. And it's always a pleasure to be here with you and share with each other and with everybody else who is interested, to know more.
Absolutely. I think it's important when you got a gift to share, it's important to share it. So that other people will benefit, other people can learn. So a bit about Flo. Flo is a dedicated mother of two teenage boys and a passionate advocate for women and families. With experience as a hospital support coordinator and a high level teaching assistant, she brings both care and expertise to her work. As an international coach, autism advocate, and qualified mental health first aider, she actively supports her community, helping families navigate challenges in preventing crisis. A former parent ambassador, she is committed to creating real impact. Today, as a digital business CEO, Flow empowers mothers to build independent, successful lives while prioritizing their well being and family. Now, I mean, this is just a short bio about Flo. She does so much stuff. Not just support herself and her children, but also supporting hundreds of women and children, especially parents with special needs. So, Flo, we're going to focus on empowerment today. You want to talk about empowerment. So, tell me, do you want to add anything else on your bio before I go into the subject?
No, thank you for that.
Okay. So, Flo, why you decided to empower others? What was your passion behind it?
Well, as you said, I'm Flotirda Kecani, and I am originally from Albania, and I am living in UK for 20 years now. In my beginning, I was struggling. I mean, I'm pretty sure each one of us who moves to a different, settings or environments do find the difficulties. And in the early days, the language, it wasn't as it is now. And new, everything, it's new. You, when you have a guidance, the journey becomes easier. And I didn't have that guidance. All the time I was finding difficulties. All the time I was struggling to fight or to speak for my children's rights, or to ask for the support, or to ask even for myself. Because when you deal so much in life, of course, our mental health goes down. But when you have somebody who guides you, the journey becomes easier. And for me, this was the point where I said no. When my children grows up, and went to college for myself, I went to education for myself, I said, hang on a minute. It was sometimes that I didn't know anything. And because of that, I was seeing, even in the college, I was seeing so many other women who were struggling. And I said, okay, if we're going to sit down together, if we're going to share what I know, because that's I've said many times in the meeting or coffee mornings that I attend, or I prepare. I said each one of us knows something that we don't know, but sharing these nuggets with each other, it helps each one of us. And there I said to myself, no, because you did struggle, because you made this journey, because you did suffer, don't let any other women or mothers going through that path.
Amazing, amazing, Flo. It's take a lot of courage and dedication what you are doing to support others because you've been through it and you want to help. So to audience, please listen to Flo because every tip she's going to be sharing is coming from her own experience and from her heart. So is genuine. Nothing we talk about here is made up. Everything is genuine, and we're just talking, and you're going to be talking through Flo, kind of like Flo's journey, but also how she can help. So, in terms of your empowerment, I just want to focus on that. Do you want to share some tips for families or especially mothers? How can they empower themselves if they're going through a journey like yourself, or who've been through a journey like yourself?
Seeking help. Doesn't matter where. Sometimes you can ask a friend. Sometimes you can ask somebody who you really trust and say, hey, listen, I'm going through this, how I can help myself. Do you know anything? Ask 2, 3 people, because maybe somebody doesn't know, but maybe somebody else been through. And it's not shame. Everybody have ups and downs in life. And just ask. And even outside, make a routine, outside your family things. When children go to school, for example, give it 5 minutes to yourself. Tell to yourself, okay, I deserve a coffee. I deserve a half an hour walk in the park. I deserve something new, clothes, a lipstick, or just something. And believe me, the pleasure and the positive energy that you get from these small things, it will change the life, and it will change your mindset and say, okay, yeah, it's kind of light, and
Absolutely.
this is the best thing, or at least this is what I did use for myself.
Now, absolutely. Two things I want to focus on. So, what you said, Flo. One is seek help is important. Second thing, we all know, living in the UK, people with parents, families, children, whoever you have a special needs in the house, you have to fight for the services. Nothing get easily. Nobody gives you anything, but your children have right. Whoever is, you have a right to receive a lot of services. But until you fight, you don't get anything. And I mean fight because you have to do a lot of work, and you done it. You done it. So it is important for people to ensure that they understand their rights, what they can get for their children or their family member, whoever going through the journey. The
I
other
would
thing you mentioned about self care is so important to self care, whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes a day. Is people to take care of themselves, because without you being happy and energized, you can't raise your family or somebody else. Sorry, you want to say something?
Yeah, if you allow me, I just want to add something. And I said to many parents and to many mothers, listen, outside there's lots of support. Go and ask the GP, go and ask the doctor, because there are all these supports out there. They don't know who needs if we're not going to go and ask.
Absolutely.
It's our job to go and ask and knock on the door and say, listen, hey, this is my situation, how you can help me. And then you open the door. But if you're going to stay in your comfort zone, even though you are going through so much, nobody knows how much you are going through. This why I was saying to many women, listen, do not feel shame. Don't feel shame to say, oh, today I'm very down. Go and ask. Go and knock on the door somewhere. And I'm pretty sure that maybe that one not, but another one is going to be open.
Absolutely. Seeking help, because lots of people, and we know, especially if men going through as well, they don't open up as like women. They suffer more, and that's why you go mental health issues for men is more higher here, because they don't talk about it. And sometimes we see, but some parents also feel, you said, were ashamed, embarrassed to talk about it, especially certain communities. I know, from your community, my community, olden days, I see people hide their children. They don't talk about their children have additional needs, or their parents have additional needs. They just think is embarrassment. So having additional, but that's God given. You cannot change people's needs. but you can ask for help. And when you ask for help, your life become more lighter.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Okay, so Flo, take us through. You talked about self care, how people can look after themselves. But if somebody want to do more, and I know you are a businesswoman as well, because you found a purpose to help others as a parent, to advocate for other parents, but you also found a passion for a business. So you can fulfill your needs. You're not just helping other people, but you helping yourself. You fulfilling your passion to do something for yourself. Yeah, because as a special needs parents, you can't do full-time job, but you can do things that you feel emotionally satisfied and you feel like you can contribute to the society. So tell us a bit more about those people who want to do something with their life once they take care of themselves. So important is self-care. What tips would you give them? What can they do, or how you can help? So maybe what they can do, and then we'll come back to how you can help.
Um, as I said, the most important things nowadays is to be resourceful. Get information, just keep it there. Keep it there. Maybe you never know. One day, you can use it that, or maybe one day you're gonna need it that. So attend different network events, attend different coffee mornings, gathering with women's or even men's, as we say. Just go out and speak to people. These are the things that did help me, and they did brought me where I am now. Learn. Maybe we all say you're gonna learn as much as you live, and that is true. So we have to be, and we have to will it, to feed ourselves with a new knowledge, because also life changed so many times. Maybe in 10 years from now, we need to change and refresh our knowledges, but also we have to be prepared and we have to willing to do that. So these are the things that I have said to myself. Always be prepared to learn new things. And that was a good nugget for me to make me be where I am now.
Absolutely. I think two important points you said, when you go out there, you're networking, you're learning from people, but also it's great for your emotional well-being because you know how other people going through. And it just getting out of the house instead of be feeling, trapped inside is so important. But when you network, when you go out, you learn lots of opportunities, and that's how you end up in an opportunity now for yourself. So, Flo, take us through a bit more about your online digital business, and if anybody interested, how can you help if anybody listening with online businesses?
Um, I'm going to start by saying that this is a great opportunity, as you said, for moms who are raising children with special needs, or they have their own needs, and just not for the moms, because in our community we have a worldwide community with 280,000 members around the
Wow.
world.
Wow.
Yeah. So there are women's, there are men's, there are family, there are mom and children who run in the business. So it's a wide. And for me, as a Flotirda, for me, it was one great choice. Of course, I was having so many questions because with the online world, there's so many fraud and all this stuff. But when you sit down and when you have lots of people and community who can help you, it's absolutely easy to go through. And when it's online, as you said, so many moms, even when they wish to go out and work, it's impossible. Caring for family members, caring for children, it's we can't do that. I said many times, it doesn't matter. You know what I said? I said to myself, for me to go on outside and go in office and work 9 to 5, it looks like holiday, but I don't have that privilege. And also, I want to earn something. I want to gain something. I want to leave something as an inheritance for the children. And this platform, this online business, it did offer me that. And I said to myself, now you got it. You ask universe for this, you have it on your hands, now build it up. So I'm holding hands to other mothers who wants to do the same. Because together we learn, we grow, we change the lives, but also we are home. We are take care of our families. We are caring, and we are, not leaving behind their needs and their appointments and everything. And also, it doesn't have to be constantly there. You can go in the coffee shop and you can take it with you. You can go somewhere, you can take the business with you. And this, it was the best, footpath to take it, from at least for myself. And I am seeing so many mothers are changing their lives.
Amazing, amazing story. I think that's what people need to hear, Flo. That, you being busy with family life doesn't mean you cannot fulfill your desire. And you talk about, you like to earn some money. You want to feel, your ambition is fulfilled, not just being a carer, but also you are a human being. You got a purpose and you got a mission. And through this, you also helping other people to be happy, to do something. They feel value, and it's so important for us to feel valued. And when you earn something, when you do something, and you feel happy, that makes you feel valued. So absolutely, absolutely great point, Flo. So before I ask you to share your contact details, is there anything else you want to tell our audience about your digital business, or any tips you want to give it to them?
I just want to say that for us mothers, for us women, it's so important to have our own. Maybe it's not big. Some people are very lucky, but at least to have a drop of water, and that you don't need to ask permission to spend it as you want. So please just do something. There are so many options out there. As you said, you will feel fulfilled. And this is so important. And people say, okay, I want to change my life because I want to change the community. No, change yourself first. Change your environment first. And when community sees you happy and successful and doing so many things, they will come. They will come because they will see you as a light. And they will come because they will say, okay, we're going to go to Flo, we're going to go to Parul, because we are pretty sure that they will give a solution to our issues, to our problems. But first, change yourself. And change your family environment, change your life, change your family economic situation. And then the door will open for others. When you put a light in the dark, you don't need to say to people, oh, I'm putting the light, because when you put the light on, people will see for themselves. You don't need to say nothing.
Absolutely. I like the point. When you put the light, you need to be happy. People see in your face. Great, great point, Flo. So, Flo, I know you've been helping lots of families, both in advocacy perspective of people who need support, but also with the digital creation of your online business. If somebody interested listening to all the point you raise, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Through my social media.
What's that name?
You can find Facebook, Flotirda Kecani, or I have my Facebook business page, which it's Flow Digital Marketing. They can find me on Instagram with Flotirda Kecani. They can find me on TikTok. And I am more than happy to help anybody, or in just any way when they see me, because I'm that kind of person where I'm everywhere. in social media.
And your advice of digital marketing doesn't cost any money.
No, it's
That's
absolutely,
what important for people to know. There
yeah.
is no fee to give advice.
No, and also the digital marketing come with a mentorship, would come with a coach, it will come with a training, but also all what it needs is just a name, an email address, and the company will send the 90 minutes webinar. It's absolutely for free. No need, there's no charge at all. And what other things I liked, especially at this business, it is because it's inheritance to the children. So I said to myself, okay, do the best, build as much as you can. One day, if I'm tired or if I can't manage, I just hand over to my children, and my children will start where I left it. They will not go back. They'll just pick it up and move on. So I said, okay, just do something. And also, many times in my videos, I said, plant the seed and children can enjoy the fruits. So as a parents, in the end, this is all what we want. Everything, if we buy a house or if we do something, we do for them. So
Absolutely, absolutely. Great point. I like that. Plant the seed and it will grow the fruit. Yeah, great point. Yeah. So, Flo, thank you very much to come into this program. To audience, all the details how to get in touch will be below this video as well. Below the short description about who Flo is and what she does. So we'll put all the link so you can just click and connect with her as well. I don't get to see who connect with Flo. All the details will be there. In the same time, I will say please subscribe to our video, like our video, because we bring you so many different topics which are essential part of our life, but also you sometimes feel is not needed, but you never know. By sharing our videos, you could be helping your loved ones, your friends and family, whoever in your connection. So always share, always like this video and subscribe so you get alert for the next one. So for time being, I'll say goodbye and thank you, Flo, for your time, and we'll come back with another topic.
thank you too, Parul.